guys, I'm Lori Vitale, and on this episode of Lori in the Kitchen I want to share with you my raspberry swirl cheesecake. It's been a hot minute since we made a cheesecake, so I figured might as well make a pretty one, right? It's actually incredibly simple and easy to do. It's a basic cheesecake, but it's really good, and I want to take you over the ingredients so we can get started. You'll need some crushed graham crackers. I've also got some granulated sugar, some cream cheese that's been softened at room temperature, some additional granulated sugar, eggs, a little bit of flour, some melted unsalted butter. I also have a pinch of salt here with the sugar as well, some seedless raspberry jam. I have some sour cream and some vanilla bean paste. That's pretty much all you're gonna need. Really easy and really basic. You could add a nice grating of lemon zest, which I very often do. I'm not going to today, but most of the time I do, and I think you should add it. It definitely gives a little zing to the whole thing. So let's get started. The first thing I've got, first of all, you want to make sure your oven's preheated to 350. I also have a 9-inch springform pan that I've sprayed with nonstick spray, and I've layered the bottom and sides with a few layers of aluminum foil because we're going to be cooking this in a water bath, and I don't want any of the water to seep through the bottom of the baking tin. So do that, get that ready. Let's make the crust. Graham crackers, sugar, and butter. That's all you need, my friend. And all you're going to do is mix these together until your mixture pretty much is combined, and then we're going to press it into the springform pan. Okay, add the graham cracker mixture in your pan. I'm going to get down dirty. I left my sleeves. Okay, and then just using your hands, I just kind of smear this so that it's in about a single layer, like in an even layer. I shouldn't really say a single layer. And then you want to press this in the bottom and up like 1 inch of your pan. And if you need some help kind of maneuvering this around, you can use a cup. Make sure it's clean. Actually just rinse the bottom with some water. But look what happens. You're kind of pressing this against the bottom and the sides of the pan, and it just makes it really flat and really perfect and really even. This looks perfect. I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, we'll get going on making the filling. Now I'm going to add my cream cheese to my mixer that I have fitted with a paddle attachment, and I'm going to give this a good 2 minutes just to get a head start and get really creamy. You want to make sure that your cream cheese is at room temperature, because if there are any lumps and bumps of cream cheese throughout your cheesecake, that's just not right. Nobody wants to bite down on one of those. So give it a couple of minutes to really work and get really creamy. I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. That looks perfect. Lovely and creamy. No lumps in sight. Now I'm going to add the eggs, and I'm going to let those mix for a minute as well. I'm pretty much going to add like the eggs and then the sour cream, and then we'll add the sugar and the flour together. But I just want to give everything a minute in between just to make sure that it's incredibly smooth and velvety, because I want this cheesecake to really be like exceptional when it comes to texture. So giving it some time really does achieve that for me. So besides, I'm not doing it with my hands. The mixer's doing the whole thing. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna again just give it a gentle, just stir, scrape, and then I'm gonna add my sour cream. This just gives you this a great balance with the cream cheese, and then just a little bit of vanilla bean paste. Oh, I'm like down to hardly anything in here. I'm gonna panic soon. Okay, I'm gonna give this a good mix, and I will add everything else. Is this perfection or what? It looks like liquid velvet. Oh, I love it. And all the little specks of vanilla running through it. You know it's gonna be good. I'm actually giving this cheesecake, well, some of this cheesecake away tomorrow to some friends that, you know, work with us, and they love cheesecake, and when they see this come in, they're going to be thrilled. Sugar, pinch of salt, and flour are going to go in, and those are pretty much the last ingredients that go into the filling. And the flour just kind of acts as a binder that kind of holds everything together. It's not very much. And then again, another minute until it's all combined. Perfection. Oh, that looks just absolutely magnificent. And the base, the graham cracker base, baked for about 10 minutes. I think it was like actually 9 minutes, but Clearly, who's really counting? You really can start to, a lot of foods tell you when they're ready. Like I could just start to smell the cookie, so the cookie layer, so I just knew it was done. Okay, this is so gorgeous. And now we're gonna do like a little swirl topping. I'm just gonna take some seedless jam. This is raspberry, but you can use whatever your heart desires. And do little dollops. Now I am so not skilled at making things look pretty and neat. Nothing like that. I just don't have that gift in life. But basically what I'm doing is just adding little dollops kind of in a circular pattern all over the top. And I'll do like probably 2 layers of this. And then I just take my knife and pull it in like so. Like so. And I'm going to do a little bit more because I have some more jam. But clearly, I don't go for any fancy patterns. I just go for delicious. That should be the best pattern. How's it taste? How's it look? But it's more like, how's it taste? That's what I want to know. And I just basically run my knife through like that. And then I run it up and down just to make a swirly little pattern. Now, what I have here is a lot of really hot tap water, and I need to fill my baking pan. Now you can see I put my springform pan inside of a baking pan, a bigger one, and I'm going to add enough water to come up halfway up the sides of my pan. This is going to bake in a water bath. It's going to be fantastic. It just makes it for the texture is, it bakes evenly, basically is what all I'm going to say. And I pop this in the oven at 350 for 1 hour. After 1 hour, you turn the oven off. You open the door of the oven ever so lightly and you let the cake cool in, the cheesecake cool in there for 1 hour, and then you'll let it cool completely on your counter before throwing it in the fridge overnight. I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's completely cooled because there's nothing else really to see, and then I'll explain how I got it to that point. Oh, it's heavy! Now, just to recap, my cheesecake was in the oven for 1 hour exactly. Then I turned the oven off, opened the door of the oven just a little bit, let it cool in there for 1 hour, and then I let it cool to room temperature for a couple hours before popping it in the fridge overnight. Now, I just want you to know that if your cheesecake cracks just a little bit, mine cracked just a little bit over here, it is no big deal. Cheesecakes do that. When you're making a proper cheesecake, it's very temperature sensitive, but I can tell you one thing. It does not affect the actual flavor and the outcome of the cheesecake whatsoever. This cheesecake is incredibly creamy and smooth, and you can see that the jam, like the raspberry jam, made like its own sauce, and it is absolutely, like, it is so creamy, I don't even know what to do with myself. I don't. I am a huge cheesecake fan. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I could just slap somebody right now. That's what you do when you're excited in an Italian household, okay? It's like if Joe was right here, my friend be right here, I'd be like, boom! Do you not taste how good this is? I mean, it just makes you so excited. It is so, just come close and look how creamy this is. It is not hard. It is not like chalky. Some cheesecakes have like that really hard, powdery taste to them, like texture. I don't like that. I like creamy, velvety, smooth cheesecakes, and this, in my opinion, is as good as it can possibly get. If you don't want to do the swirl thing, don't. You'll have a beautiful plain cheesecake that is absolutely award-worthy. It is so insanely delicious. And I also want to point out, you can use any seedless jam of your choice. It doesn't have to be raspberry. It can be absolutely any flavor you want. You will just love it. It is so easy to make and it's so delicious. And if you love cheesecakes like I do, then this is a recipe you need to make this weekend. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. I'm so excited. I keep just staring at it. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. If you recreate it, you don't expect to see a picture on social media. All the links will be down below. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.